Hi everyone. Today we're going to do two experiments that show how you can change an important property of water by adding soap to it. You're going to need a bowl of water and you're going to add some black pepper to it. I'm doing this with a white bowl so that the pepper shows up more easily. If you don't have a white bowl, use a clear one and put it on top of a light color. You need to put something on top: paprika, ground black pepper, any kind of ground spice or flakes, because we want something small that floats on top. I also added some oregano. So we want small things that are floating on top of the surface of the water. Next, gently touch the surface of the water with your fingertip. Water kind of sticks to itself a little bit. It's kind of sticky on top. It has something called surface tension. It kind of makes a layer on top. Next, you're going to need some soap: hand soap, bar of soap, dish soap, any kind of soap. Put a little bit on a fingertip. Spread it around. Then touch the surface of the water again. I'm not going to show you what happens next because I want it to be a surprise for you. You might notice something a little different when you touch the water when your hand has soap on it. When you have soap, you change the surface tension of the water. You're changing one of its important properties, and that's why you'll see something different. Okay, time for our second experiment. You'll need to clean up, get a new bowl of water, and you'll need a little plastic tag, the kind that comes on a bag of bread. If you don't have one of those, you can make something very similar using an index card or a thin piece of cardboard. Cut a little shape that's kind of like a tree. Now I have two little boats. I'm going to very carefully lay them on top of the surface of the water. If you look very closely, you can kind of see that they sort of make a dent in the surface of the water. They're not just floating, they're actually stuck to the top. If you take another little piece of cardboard and smush it down into the water, it will float, but it looks different. It's not really on top of the water anymore. So the water is showing that it has surface tension. It kind of sticks together. We're going to change the surface of the water using a little bit of dish soap or other liquid soap. And we have to be careful to only add a tiny bit to the little hole in the center of our little boats. So put some in a little dish, use a spoon, make sure it's not dripping into the bowl of water. The very first drop of soap that goes into your water is the most important drop. So careful not to spill it anywhere else. Put a little drop of soap right in the middle of one of your boats and watch what happens. Now when I try it in my second boat, nothing happens because only the first drop of soap makes a difference. I have to empty out the bowl of water and thoroughly rinse it and start again. We change the surface tension of the water by adding soap to it, and we make these little paper boats go scooting around because the surface tension of the water is now different. I hope you enjoy these experiments. I hope you can get them to work. Please share pictures or videos in the usual place in Flipgrid. See you next time.